Welcome back to Cablevision's Neighborhood Journal. Childhood hunger is an epidemic that affects over 12 million children across the United States. Right here at home, the Food Bank of Monmouth and Ocean County serves over 19,000 children each year. The Food Bank fights hunger with many events and programs throughout central New Jersey, and now they've come up with yet another very special program that's helping people even more.
The Food Bank of Monmouth and Ocean County provides food to the hungry by acting as a link between those with extra food and those who don't have enough food. Today at the Food Bank, 30 local chefs from the area's top restaurants have gathered to launch the campaign for the Food Bank's 17th annual Culinary Classic coming this May.
We're going to do a little bit of PR for the Culinary Classic, which is an event that we've held for years and years and years. And we have about 800 people who show up and sample the foods of about 25 or 30 different restaurants. And all of the chefs that you'll see here today, all of the chefs that participate in the Culinary Classic, they do that not for themselves. They do it to help other people.
It's the best event of the year. About 1,000 people come out at the mill, Spring Lake, and it's great. You get about 40 different restaurants that come, wineries, and they all sample a little of their specialty and raise a bunch of money to feed the hunger. I look forward to it every year.
Last year's Culinary Classic raised over $80,000 for the Food Bank, who reinvests its proceeds into other offerings such as the Culinary Training Program, which addresses poverty as the root cause of hunger.
Started about a little over 6 years ago, and we're on our 21st class right now. We have over 135 graduates from the program, and about 80% of those are now successfully employed in the field. It's basically, if we can get people employed and providing for their families, we're cutting down on hunger. It's just another angle of it.
There's both sit-down classwork, there's also actual learning how to use a knife, how to prepare food, how to saute, how to cook. And we've got a certified chef that trains them. He's with them every day. We've got a very, very tough program. No drugs, no alcohol. We screen people. We make sure that when they leave the program, they're qualified to go out and get a job. When you've got a job, you can put food on the table, you can take care of yourself, and most importantly, you really can feel good about yourself.
They realize that it's business, they're here for a reason, and we're not wasting time here. We're trying to get them ready to go out and get a great job. So it feels good to see them go all the way through the program. And once in a while I do get a phone call back, and it's wonderful to have these guys, some of them tell me where they're at and what they're doing now. And it makes it all worthwhile.
Another thing that's definitely worthwhile is the act of volunteering, which is paramount to the Food Bank's success. It enables them to serve over 19,000 different children each year with emergency food and distribute 3.5 million pounds of food to 250 charities throughout Monmouth and Ocean County.
And without volunteers, this organization and a lot of other organizations wouldn't be able to function. But Americans in general are very helpful and very volunteering. They will help their friend, they'll help somebody in this country, they'll help somebody overseas. But it's part of our nature. A volunteer really doesn't expect to be patted on the back, but they know right here, in their heart, that they did something right. And it makes them feel good. And if it makes you feel good, you eventually are going to pass that on to somebody else. We're about giving, and there's no bounds to what we do, but as a group, with the Food Bank sort of directing and guiding us and saying, will you help? These people step up to the plate and they help only because they know there's a need, and that need is feeding people.